Untouchable game. What up, man? This is your bonus reading. Because I felt like the last reading was so personal. Like, that was like, okay, I want to do an extra one, especially since it's your season, you know. So, Aquariuses that don't relate necessarily to that story can have something. So, let's see it. Cut my finger, so while I was at work, I got an ouchie. But yeah, no, so it's making shuffling a little more difficult. Cook life. You know what it be like. So Aquarius, my little aliens. What's going on, dog? And plus, we're gonna have another new moon in Aquarius. This coming new moon. That's gonna be super exciting. Alright, Agarthans. Manifesting multi-dimensional perception and attunement. So you're psychic. And also you're manifesting something. I feel like you're getting in touch with like the collective unconscious. My friend calls it the hive mind, you know. Carl Jung called it the collective unconscious, but it's like tapping into your psychic abilities through like your empathic abilities, you know, being able to feel energy shift, being able to feel things happening. And I feel like that you're using this to your advantage because what you feel, you know, helps you direct your course and really say like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, you know. So Aquarius, let's talk about it. 9 of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. These are the first 3 cards that I'm seeing and noticing. So 9 of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you lost something or you had to release something. With the Tower in reverse, this is the energy of like what you're rebuilding from, right? Could have lost a job, house, relationship, car, something. But whatever it was, it kind of created like a tower in your life. Like, you know, something kind of fell apart here. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like it was actually better to lose this than you realize. Because you're letting go of something that didn't have like the right kind of payout for you or like benefits or whatever the case. We'll dive deeper. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually scooch these. I'm seeing it form itself. Okay, so 10 of Cups in reverse tells me that like you're not really focused on like emotional stuff. And I'm saying that because of the cards that are coming out with it. With the Eight of Pentacles, it tells me that like you're more focused on work, especially with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like I feel like right now you're just like working hard trying to get your pentacles. The 10 of Cups in reverse tells me that right now like your emotional stuff is not like a huge focal point for you. It's like sure, that stuff's cool, but right now you've got bigger fish to fry. You've got more important things to worry about. Plus, dating is expensive as fuck. Um, then we have the Empress, Aries energy, and this tells me that this is helping you tap into your your creativity. Like, you might be feeling more artistic or like more in tune spiritually. What the Empress showing up to is like you're being a leader in your own way, you know. This is very maternal energy. So, you know, you could be focused if you have kids. That's a possibility. You know, you could be, you know, focused on that. If you don't have kids, it could be talking about the projects that you're bringing to life. Because birthing is different for everyone. You know, some people, their business is their baby. Some people, their dog is their baby. Some people, their baby is their baby. You know, whatever. It's subjective in that way. The Empress, though, it kind of tells me that you're definitely like standing in your power, and it's because you're not being like super taken out over by like emotional things. It's like you're really just focusing on what's important. What do I need to do? How do I need to, you know, move forward? You know, those kinds of things. My hair keeps like getting in my face. So, you're wasting your money. We have the Hanged Man with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Cups, which tells me that like your biggest hurdle or your biggest obstacle here is that the second you do start like making money or, you know, abundance starts coming in, you spend it, right? And the Three of Cups could be like spending it on like drinking, partying, celebrating, you know, those kinds of things. It looks like social reasons that you're spending your money. But it's like, this is also your obstacle, because it's like telling you might even need to like take a break from like your social life if your social life is getting in the way of you and your coins, you know. It's like really focusing on what is important and what is not. Yeah, we have Page of Cups in reverse with the Lovers in reverse. I don't think love is on your mind at all. Or you're going through separation. That could be it too. But yeah, I'm just hella saying that like your biggest focus right now is on like finances. And the interesting part about this is like yeah, you're saving a lot of money by not focusing on love and connections and those, you know, types of things. It's the Three of Cups, though, that is showing up as your obstacle or the thing that's like, you know, because it's like Three of Cups is your friends. It's your socializing. It's your drinking. It's your partying. It's your buying your weeds. It's, you know, doing all that shit. It's kind of like saying, like, there's, you know, like, it's for the sake of fun, which is dope, you know, but you are like making decisions in your life that are affecting your finances. That's what it's saying. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse, this could be getting over like something that didn't work out in the past too, and it could be like, you know, if you're going through separation, you're like rebuilding your life from this, right? Especially like we started the reading with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower in reverse. Rebuilding after having lost something or everything, right? Because Nine of Pentacles is kind of like everything, right? Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and it's saying like, but it's followed up by the Fool, right? So with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like something that just didn't work out, or you didn't feel fortunate in, like you felt like maybe luck wasn't on your side or whatever. But it's literally because of that situation that it causes you to like to go into the Fool mode, right? Where it's like it's time to embark on something new. It's time to take a leap of faith and like see where it takes you, you know? And I mean, this guy is just fully like, you know, he barely has anything with him, but he has what's important and he's going in the right direction. He's like, okay, so this shit ain't working out for me. What do I do now? With the Five of Swords, disarm them. Whatever that means. Five of Swords is the energy of disarming your enemies or not giving them material to like harm you with. Alright? So it's you might be kind of secretive about certain things, or like you don't discuss certain things because you don't want to give people like ammunition against you, right? Um and I feel like, yeah, it's kind of like saying like nobody has anything on you or whatever, you know, and you just want to like move forward in that energy of like not giving them things on you. Because you've seen how that played out in the past, right? Telling people too much about yourself, yeah, that's a quick way to like fuck your shit up, right? Like, don't do it. Give them need to know basis, you know, like they don't need to know all your personal shit. They don't need to know your embarrassing shit. They don't need to know things that like they don't need to know, you know, and like I'm just saying it's not even the energy of lying. It's just the energy of like your life is your own fucking business. Like we don't need to hand every narcissist in the world like the ammunition to destroy us, you know, like this could even be talking about like our past traumas, because like that was something that was pretty fucking surprising to me in my life. Was like I had met somebody and I vented to him about like all the shit, you know. I was like all the things that hurt, all the things, all the struggles, and then you know, it was like as soon as we would get into a fight, those very things I had told him about, like that hurt me, were weaponized against me, you know, and I was like re-hurt by these things, and it's like, so I feel this energy of like protect yourself, like don't divulge too much information about yourself, don't give people that kind of like power over you, because knowledge is power, right? If they know too much, then they have power over you. If they don't know shit, you know. I love this. So we have Seven of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles, and so this is telling me that like shit's turning around for you, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, it's like the more you focus on work, the more you're going to get that recognition, the more you're going to really start seeing, you know, the fruits of your labor paying off, you know, especially with the Eight of Pentacles. I see that you are putting a lot of yourself into what you do. So it's like, even if you have to go through a season of like being a little on the broke side, it's like, it's okay. Shit's going to work out, you know. This is a lesson in being fiscally responsible, right? And I almost feel like a hypocrite that I'm the one talking about this, because, like, I'm not, right? Like, I'm also an Aquarius dog. Like, but there's definitely this energy that, like, that you're gonna get on top of it, right? Even if it was a slow process, and then maybe it takes you having to lose things in order to focus on that, right? Like you had to lose lovers because you were wasting so much of your time, energy, resources on them, and very little was actually going to yourself, right? It's like you had to let go of jobs that were, you know, going nowhere. They were dead end jobs It's like, you know, having to let go of like certain party scenes because like it's just depleting your wallet. Like making these changes are ultimately what's going to bring you into this queen pin energy where like your creativity, like you had the Empress card too, like your creativity is what brings in your money, your natural talents, right? So if you have like natural talents like in like painting, drawing, doing music, whatever the fuck, you know, it's like that's the very thing that will start paying off for you. The more you invest in yourself, the more you're going to see that payout. But if you're not investing in yourself and you're just wasting your money, then it's kind of like you're showing the universe, like, oh, I don't give a fuck about resources, you know? And it's kind of like saying, no, when you get paid, invest in yourself and then go have fun, right? Like, if it's like taking a class, or if it's, you know, getting materials to start a new business, or if it's, you know, whatever the case, don't be afraid to drop an investment on yourself, because those are the things that come back for you, right? It's not, but if you're just spending all your money at the bar, that's not coming back, right? That's just, you're just throwing it into the ethos. And then, you know, like, and then, yeah, you might be a little drunk or whatever, but like, where's the real payout there, right? Where's the real enjoyment? And several times I will go to the bar and I'll just fucking drink water because I'm like, look, I don't want to waste all my fucking money in this establishment, you know? Like, as much as like, yeah, it's hella fun to drink, it's like you don't actually need to socialize. It's, you know, go buy yourself a snack there, like maybe a drink, you know, but like you don't even necessarily have to spend $60 a night on drinks, and that's only for yourself, right? That's not even including like what you'd be spending if you're fucking, you know, buying drinks for all your friends and shit. So it's like, you know, it's telling you those are the things that you need to like start being a little bit more like responsible in. Seven of Cups tells me that you're attractive, right? Being attractive means a few things, right? Like, one, you'll be able to attract wealth very easily, right? Holding on to it is the challenge. You'll be able to attract help. You'll attract all kinds of things. You'll attract lovers, right? If you want that. But it does look like you have a lot of suitors here. People who are just kind of like lining up, and they're like, you know, every cup is different. They all have something different to offer. They all like, you know, but it's definitely like the ball's in your court if you choose like romance or relationships or whatever. I don't feel like that's really what your focus is though, like, because I feel like your focus is your come up. I feel that like this is just like a byproduct of being an attractive force, right? It's like, yeah, you're gonna attract some lovers or people who want to be your lover, but you don't have to comply with any of that, right? They could be the hottest, most charismatic, nicest, coolest fucking person, but if you're not in the right fucking place for that in your life, there's no shame in being like, I'm just not there yet, you know? Like, it's totally fine. Like, I strongly believe that you shouldn't jump into any relationship unless you are like 120% certain of that person and of that, you know, and like I honestly think you should spend a year getting to know this fool before you kind of start putting labels and expectations and things like that. I mean, and I know maybe I'm just, you know, maybe that's unrealistic for most people, but like the reason why is like if you're looking for somebody that you want for the long term, don't rush it. You know, like take your fucking time with it, get to know it, because the thing that happens when we rush it and we're like, oh, this person's awesome, let me just start dating them immediately. Let's throw a title on it immediately. Let's just go get married after that and do all these things, you know, and it's like it's a trap because there for the first 6 months to a year is the honeymoon phase, right? Where people show their best self. They only give you the best. And then, like, after that period of time, then you start seeing the demons, right? Then you start seeing the shit underneath. And then it's like, that is, you could avoid a lot of shit if you just, like, stay their friend and then experience that side of them. Like, see their other side before you decide, okay, is this somebody that I can actually, like, be with? Or is this just somebody that, like, is dope and I want to hang out with, Make up your mind in the right ways. I love this. I love this so much. We've got 4 of Swords with the Hermit. Your advice right now is solitude. Alright? And I feel like that's kind of what you want to with the 4 of Swords. It's like saying you need your rest, right? And all these swords around you are what's protecting you while you rest, right? Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your everything. It's like saying, like, right now your time is being protected, like, so. And with the Hermit showing up, Virgo energy, it's like taking that time for solitude to really, like, crawl inside and really focus on, like, what you need for you, your self-care, all those things. Because sometimes there are things that we have to do alone because we can't actually, like, accomplish certain things with certain people. Here, let me give you an example of what I mean. Like, so, for example, me and my friend Yasmin, she's another Aquarius, love her to death. We work together at this dispensary. And I wanted to hang out with her every shift, right? I was like, I wanted every single shift to be with her. I was like, let's find a way to get our schedules to be perfect so that we can just be working together constantly, But over time, our work was faltering, right? Because we're just sitting there bantering and joking and being dorks all day, and nothing was getting done, right? Or it was, like, getting done very slowly. And, like, and my boss, like, bless her soul, she eventually had to put us on opposite schedules, right? Because we are 2 of the most productive fucking workers when we're not working together, And so it's like, if you have a lot of shit you got accomplished, sometimes it's better to not have the distraction of another person to, like, pull you away from that purpose. It's like taking that time and that solitude to, like, invest in yourself and, like, do what's right for you. That's important. And, there are certain things that you can accomplish by yourself that you won't be able to accomplish with other people. Or, like, it would be a lot harder to accomplish with other people. This isn't saying, like, oh, you're going to die alone. No, it's saying, like, take this season, this respite, this time to, like, establish yourself, right? Let the chips fall into place. Don't rush it. Just let things organically happen for you, dog. I want to pull out the cards I'm seeing first. We have Knight of Cups. Like I said, you're an attractive force. You've got people who, like, who want to start, like, who want a romantic connection with you. People who see you as being, like, the dopest. With the Page of Swords in reverse, I feel like even people who may have hated you in the past, or, like, even exes and stuff, they're, like, coming around and they're, like, in this energy of, like, oh, Aquarius was so fucking dope. Like, kind of want that shit back, And it's kind of like even your haters are turning, like, are changing their attitude towards you. With the Eight of Wands, this is happening very quickly for you. Also, this is the Minor Arcana Chariot card, right? So there's going to be a lot of movement. Things are going to be kind of fast-paced, like, and it's like the more you just, like, hone in your attention and your focus on this thing, it's like the better your outcomes will be. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Right now is a time for like taking action, but not towards like connections. Taking actions towards your throne, right? If you see, he's getting his crown and his sword. This represents like establishing your throne, your empire. You show up as the empress, right? So it's like that is what needs you right now. Is this like establishing yourself? Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Wands in reverse. It's funny, we have the Two of Swords in reverse also. 222. So it seems very connected to the last reading, and it's funny because like I was doing a bonus reading for other people, but I feel that like energy kind of leaking into this reading as well. With the Two of Wands in reverse, it's like you don't, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, you're very decisive, right? That's the best part of being a fixed sign, is you're very decisive. When you set your mind towards something, that's where it's at, right? It's like nothing can steer you away from that. And I think that's why that's kind of your superpower in, going towards a career choice, because nothing will stop you once you like really hone in and start working on that. Nothing will stop you. Also, this is the energy of like not being a fence sitter. You don't have the time to sit there wasting like, oh, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. Let me weigh the pros and cons. Let me just sit here at the crossroads for a little while. Confusion is not for you. You're, and it's kind of saying like your decisiveness is ultimately what's going to help you. Because when you make a decision, no distractions. There will be no distractions. They can try to come in. They can try to, infiltrate and like try to fuck up what you got going on for yourself, and you'd be solid. You'd be like, no, I made up my mind, right? And so I feel like it's really saying like don't veer, like keep your eye on the prize. So let's see what the Kali deck has to say. Dakshina Kali. She appears fierce, and yet she is benign. Her oracle brings the message that a situation which may frighten or intimidate you is well within your capacity to handle. No matter how dramatic or intense a situation may appear to be at this time, it shall eventually be a little bit more than a passing memory, and not have any negative bearing upon your future. Boom. So that's what I got for you. Namaste. I love you guys. I'll see you later.